Let's delve into how planetary influences, especially from your ruler Mercury and Venus, shape specific opportunities for Virgos in the financial realm on June 16, 2025. Mercury is known to directly affect your communication skills, analytical mindset, and negotiation abilities. During this period, its position will be particularly favorable for activating these qualities in the context of your professional activities. Pay attention to projects requiring careful data analysis, report presentations, or participation in meetings. Your ability to clearly and persuasively articulate your thoughts will be a key factor for achieving success. Venus, in turn, emphasizes partnerships and collaborations. This may manifest as strengthening ties with colleagues or seeking new opportunities for teamwork. It is possible that through support from others, you will gain access to resources or information necessary for career advancement. Regarding specific opportunities for increasing income and career growth, consider the following aspects. Firstly, be prepared to take on more responsibility or lead a new project. This may require additional effort and time, but in the long term, it will bring significant benefits. Secondly, don't miss opportunities for learning and improving your skills. New knowledge and skills can become your competitive advantage in the job market and allow you to qualify for higher positions. Thirdly, actively use your communication skills to establish contacts with influential people in your industry. Networking can open doors you never knew existed. Remember the favorable influence of Jupiter, which indicates opportunities for increasing income and expanding financial resources. This may be related to investments or monetizing your talents. And, of course, don't forget the influence of the Sun, which endows you with self-confidence and determination. Use this energy for active action and achieving your goals. However, to effectively use all these opportunities, you must also consider other factors affecting your financial situation. There is another important aspect related to Mercury's influence that requires special attention. So, Virgos, let's delve into practical tips that will help you maximize the powerful energy of Mercury on June 16, 2025. This transit is your shining moment for honing communication skills, as they will be the key to financial success. On this day, Mercury, your ruler, will be particularly favorable to all types of business communication. Use this time for important negotiations, closing deals, and presenting your ideas. Your natural inclination for analysis and attention to detail will be enhanced, allowing you to see opportunities that others may miss. To truly get the most out of it, focus on clarity in your speech. Avoid ambiguity. Prepare for important conversations in advance, think through arguments and counterarguments. The ability to structure information and convey it logically and consistently will impress your interlocutors. Communication with colleagues and management will be particularly favorable. You will easily find common ground, agree on favorable terms, and gain support for your projects. Don't hesitate to express your ideas and offer solutions, you will be heard and appreciated. Also, this is a great time for learning and improving your skills. Sign up for courses, attend seminars, or take online training. New knowledge and skills will help you become a more sought-after specialist and increase your income. Remember the importance of business correspondence. Carefully check letters and documents before sending to avoid errors and inaccuracies. A clear and grammatically correct presentation of thoughts will make a favorable impression on your partners and clients. Don't miss opportunities for networking. Attend professional events, communicate with colleagues from other companies, and expand your circle of business contacts. New acquaintances can lead to interesting projects and profitable offers. Use this day to solve financial issues. Analyze your expenses and income, create a budget, and develop a plan to achieve financial goals. Your ability to analyze and plan will help you make informed decisions and avoid risks. Venus's influence also plays an important role in your financial success. But how exactly do you use its energy to strengthen your position? So, Virgos, let's look at how you can maximize the energy of Venus on June 16, 2025, to achieve financial well-being. Venus, as you know, is responsible not only for love and beauty but also for harmony, partnership, and, importantly, for values and money. On this day, her influence can become your powerful ally in the professional sphere. Venus favors improving relationships with your work environment. This is an ideal time to strengthen ties with colleagues and, especially, with superiors. Think about how you usually communicate. Do you show enough diplomacy and tact? Remember that a sincere expression of interest in the opinions of others, the ability to listen and find compromises, these are the qualities that Venus rewards. Try to bring some beauty and harmony to your working atmosphere. This can be anything from a small bouquet of flowers on the table to a more attentive attitude to your appearance. It may seem like small things, but they create a general impression and predispose others to you. Venus is also associated with art and luxury. Therefore, if you are considering investment opportunities, pay attention to works of art, antiques, or jewelry. Perhaps this will become not only a pleasant acquisition but also a profitable investment in the long term. However, do not forget about a reasonable approach and preliminary market analysis. Now specifically about the possibility of a promotion or bonus. Venus creates a favorable background for such events but, of course, does not guarantee them automatically. Your task is to actively use the opportunities provided. Take the initiative, demonstrate your best qualities, do not be afraid to take responsibility and offer new ideas. The ability to find common ground with superiors, present your achievements in a favorable light, and be useful to the company is the key to success. Think about how you can use your talents and skills to create additional value for your company. Perhaps you have creative ideas that can help improve processes, attract new customers, or increase work efficiency. Offer them to management, and you will see how your diligence will be rewarded. And, finally, do not forget about the importance of self-presentation. Your ability to present yourself, make a good impression, and create a positive image is an important factor in success. Venus loves those who know how to emphasize their virtues and present themselves in the best light. The influence of other celestial bodies also plays an important role in shaping your financial picture. Now let's focus on the influence of Jupiter, a planet traditionally associated by astrologers with luck, expansion, and opportunities, especially in the context of finance. For Virgos on June 16, 2025, Jupiter can become a real catalyst for cash flow. However, it is important to understand that Jupiter is not just about sudden enrichment. It is about creating favorable conditions that you must skillfully use. Let's consider in more detail. Jupiter during this period forms aspects that may indicate the expansion of your financial horizons. This may manifest as new opportunities to increase income, for example, through a promotion, as we have already mentioned, or through profitable projects. But be vigilant. Jupiter, as a planet of expansion, can push for excessive risk. It is important to maintain the rationality and analytical approach inherent in Virgos. Do not give in to impulsive decisions, especially when it comes to large sums. Carefully weigh all the pros and cons before making any financial decisions. Do not blindly trust promises of quick profits. Jupiter loves generosity, but it also requires wisdom and prudence. Remember that luck favors those who are ready for it and know how to manage it. During this period, it is especially important to avoid financial adventures and dubious investments. Jupiter can create the illusion of limitless opportunities, but the reality may be different. Therefore, before investing money, conduct a thorough analysis, consult with financial experts, and make sure you understand all the risks. The influence of Jupiter can also manifest in expanding your circle of communication. New acquaintances can lead to interesting financial offers or opportunities for cooperation. Do not miss the chance to establish useful connections, but be careful of those who offer you too good conditions. In general, on June 16, 2025, Jupiter opens doors to financial growth for Virgos. But in order to take advantage of these opportunities, it is necessary to maintain vigilance, rationality, and avoid excessive risk. However, there are specific steps that can be taken to maximize this favorable influence for career advancement. Now let's specify the steps that Virgos can take to maximize the favorable influence of Jupiter in mid-June 2025 for career growth and increased income. Jupiter, as you remember, opens doors of opportunity, but requires a reasonable approach and strategic planning from us. First of all, focus on demonstrating your professional skills and achievements. Prepare for possible interviews or presentations, carefully considering how to present your experience and knowledge in the most favorable light. Emphasize your ability to analyze, attention to detail, and ability to solve complex problems, qualities that are especially valued in your sign. Look for opportunities to improve your skills. Perhaps it is worth signing up for courses, taking training, or getting additional education in a field related to your professional activity. This will not only expand your knowledge but also increase your competitiveness in the labor market. Do not hesitate to ask management to send you for training, arguing that new knowledge will benefit the company. Actively participate in team projects and take initiative. Take responsibility for completing tasks, offer new ideas and solutions. Your ability to organize and plan will be especially valuable during this period. Do not be afraid to express your opinion and share your knowledge with colleagues. Strengthen ties with colleagues and management. Try to establish good relationships with all team members, show friendliness and willingness to help. Do not forget about the importance of informal communication, attend corporate events, participate in joint lunches and tea parties. It is important that you are perceived as a valuable and reliable member of the team. Carefully analyze all offers of work or promotion. Do not make hasty decisions, weigh all the pros and cons, pay attention to the terms of remuneration, career prospects, and opportunities for professional development. If you have doubts, seek advice from an experienced colleague or consultant. Use your communication skills to achieve your goals. The ability to clearly and concisely express your thoughts, persuade, and negotiate will be especially useful during this period. Do not hesitate to ask for a salary increase or improvement of working conditions if you believe that you deserve it. Remember the importance of financial literacy. Rationally manage your income and expenses, avoid impulsive purchases and unjustified risks. Create a financial reserve for unforeseen circumstances. All these are important steps on the path to financial success, but one should not forget about the influence of other planets, which can bring unexpected surprises into your life. Now let's pay close attention to the aspects that can bring you, dear Virgos, completely unexpected luck in monetary matters on June 16, 2025. On this day, Neptune and Uranus, planets associated with surprises and unpredictable events, have a special influence on your financial sphere. Neptune, being in a favorable aspect to your sign, can awaken intuition and sharpen your flair for profitable opportunities. This can manifest as a sudden insight, an idea that will bring profit, or as a lucky accident, pushing you to the right decision. It is possible that you will feel an inner impulse to purchase a lottery ticket. Trust your intuition, but remember a reasonable approach. Uranus, the planet of unexpected changes, also plays an important role in shaping the money horoscope for Virgos on this day. Its influence may manifest as an unexpected job offer, bonus, or even a win. The likelihood of receiving an inheritance from distant relatives, whose existence you may not have suspected, should also not be ruled out. If you decide to try your luck in the lottery, approach this issue consciously. Choose tickets, guided not only by intuition but also by analysis. Pay attention to the numbers that often appear in your life, the birth dates of loved ones, or events that are important to you. In case of winning, it is extremely important to properly dispose of the funds received. Do not give in to euphoria and do not spend money mindlessly. Create a financial plan, define priority goals, and invest part of the funds in reliable assets. This will help you not only save but also increase your capital. Think about how to reasonably dispose of unexpected wealth so that it brings benefits in the long term. However, before fully surrendering to the power of excitement, it is necessary to consider the other side of the coin. There is a possibility that excessive enthusiasm for gambling can lead to undesirable consequences. How to avoid this and maintain financial well-being? This should be discussed separately. And now let's pay close attention to some warnings that the celestial bodies are broadcasting specifically for you, Virgos, in the context of June 16, 2025. The energies of Neptune and Uranus, as we have already noted, can bring sudden luck, even winning the lottery or other games of chance. However, here it is extremely important to remain vigilant and not succumb to euphoria. The astrological forecast is by no means a guarantee of winning. Consider this rather as a potential opportunity, a chance that may smile, but should not become an end in itself. Excessive enthusiasm for gambling is fraught with financial losses and disappointments. Remember that luck is a capricious lady, and relying only on her in financial matters is extremely unwise. If fortune really turns out to be on your side, and you receive an unexpected win, show wisdom and responsibility in managing these funds. Do not rush to spend everything at once on fleeting pleasures. It is better to think about how you can use this capital to strengthen your financial position in the long term. Perhaps it is worth paying off part of your debts, investing in your education or professional development, creating a financial safety net, or even directing part of the funds to charity. It is important that this unexpected gift of fate brings you real benefits and does not turn into short-term joy, followed by regret. It is extremely important to remember that financial well-being is the result not only of luck but also of hard work, planning, and competent resource management. Do not let fleeting luck cloud your mind and knock you off course. Be rational and responsible in your financial decisions, and then success will definitely come to you. But besides sudden opportunities, there are more fundamental aspects of financial stability that should be paid attention to. And, perhaps, considering the influence of another planet will allow you to see the whole picture. Dear Virgos, let's delve into the analysis of Saturn's influence on your financial perspective in mid-June 2025. Saturn, as a planet of structure and responsibility, plays a key role in shaping your financial stability and long-term investments. During this period, its influence will be directed at strengthening your financial foundation, requiring discipline and a strategic approach to resource management. Saturn in aspect to your sign emphasizes the importance of budgeting. This is a time when it is necessary to carefully analyze your income and expenses, identify areas where you can optimize spending, and direct the freed-up funds to create a financial safety net. Do not neglect the opportunity to consult with a financial advisor who will help you develop an individual savings and investment plan, taking into account your goals and risks. Saturn also focuses on long-term investments. If you have long been thinking about acquiring real estate, opening a pension account, or investing in securities, now is the time to study these opportunities in detail. However, remember that Saturn does not tolerate haste and ill-considered decisions. Before making any decision, carefully weigh all the pros and cons, study the market, and consult with specialists. Saturn's influence may also manifest in the need to take on additional financial obligations, such as paying off a loan or mortgage. In this case, it is important to properly allocate your resources and create a reserve fund for unforeseen circumstances. Avoid impulsive purchases and strive for moderation in spending. Remember that Saturn is a planet of perseverance and hard work. He rewards those who are willing to work on themselves and their finances. If you are disciplined, responsible, and think strategically, you will be able to create a solid financial foundation that will provide you with stability and prosperity in the future. Do not forget about the importance of regularly analyzing your financial situation and adjusting plans in accordance with changing circumstances. Having considered the influence of the planet responsible for structure and stability, one cannot fail to take into account how unexpected transformations can affect financial flows. Let's delve into the analysis of Pluto's influence on your financial perspective on June 16, 2025, dear Virgos. This planet, associated with deep transformation and sometimes unexpected changes, can play a key role in the issue of inheritance. Pluto's influence often manifests implicitly, subtly, preparing the ground for events that seem sudden, but are actually the result of long, hidden work. In your case, Virgos, the transit of Pluto may indicate the possibility of receiving an inheritance from distant relatives, whose existence you may not even have suspected, or whom you have long forgotten. This may be due to a sudden clarification of legal issues, the discovery of old wills, or an unexpected resolution of property disputes. It is important to be prepared for such a turn of events and approach it with maximum responsibility. If such a situation arises, I strongly recommend contacting a qualified lawyer specializing in inheritance law. Professional consultation will help you understand all the intricacies of document processing, avoid possible legal errors, and protect your rights. You should not rely solely on your own knowledge or the advice of acquaintances, since inheritance issues are often complex and confusing. In addition, it is necessary to carefully consider the strategy for managing the acquired property. Before making any decisions, conduct a detailed analysis of assets, assess their liquidity and potential profitability. It may be worth contacting a financial advisor who will help you develop an optimal investment plan, taking into account your financial goals and risks. Competent management of the acquired inheritance will not only preserve but also increase it, providing you with financial stability for many years. Do not lose sight of the fact that Pluto is also associated with issues of power and control. Therefore, when entering into inheritance rights, it is important to show firmness and confidence in protecting your interests. Do not allow anyone to manipulate you or put pressure on you. Make decisions independently, based on objective information and professional advice. Having considered the potential opportunities associated with sudden acquisition, one cannot forget about the wise disposal of these resources. What are the most effective ways to dispose of the acquired capital? So, Virgos, having received such a generous gift of fate in the form of an inheritance, it is important to approach its management with your signature prudence and analytical mindset. Do not let euphoria overshadow rationality. This is not just a sudden enrichment, it is a resource that, if used wisely, can provide you with financial stability and opportunities for the realization of long-term goals. The first thing to do is to conduct a thorough analysis. Assess the size of the amount received, its structure, money, real estate, securities, etc., and potential tax liabilities. Do not neglect consultation with a lawyer and a financial advisor. They will help you understand all the legal and financial nuances, optimize taxation, and avoid possible errors. Next, develop a clear financial plan. Determine your priorities and goals. Do you want to pay off debts, acquire real estate, invest in education, create passive income, or provide yourself with a comfortable pension? Distribute the funds received in accordance with your goals, taking into account both short-term and long-term prospects. Investing is one of the most effective ways to increase the acquired inheritance. However, it is important to approach this process deliberately and consciously. Diversify your investment portfolio to reduce risks. Consider various options: stocks, bonds, real estate, precious metals, mutual investment funds. Do not invest all the money in one asset, no matter how attractive it may seem. Remember that investments are associated with risk, and there are no guaranteed ways to make a profit. Do not forget about charity. Share part of your wealth with those who need help. This is not only a noble act but also a way to bring positive changes to the world. Choose a charitable organization that aligns with your values and make sure that your donations will be used effectively. And, finally, do not forget about yourself. Invest in your health, education, and development. Allow yourself a little luxury to enjoy the fruits of your labor. The main thing is to maintain a balance between reasonable economy and reasonable spending. Careful planning, professional consultation, and disciplined execution are the three pillars on which the successful management of the acquired inheritance rests. Remember that this is not just money, it is an opportunity to create a better future for yourself and your loved ones. And, of course, it is important to consider how your inner energy and confidence affect the achievement of these goals. Now let's turn to the influence of the Sun, the celestial luminary, on your energy and self-confidence on June 16, 2025. The Sun, being in a certain position relative to your sign, Virgos, will have a noticeable impact on your vitality, initiative, and perception of yourself in the world. During this period, you may feel a surge of energy and a desire to act, to implement long-conceived projects. This is a favorable time to start something new, whether it is a job search, starting your own business, or implementing a creative idea. The sun will fuel your self-confidence, which will allow you to boldly declare your talents and abilities. If you have long been thinking about changing jobs or getting a promotion, now is the time to take the initiative. Your determination and faith in your own strength will be noticed by management, and you will be able to get what you want. Do not be afraid to take responsibility and offer your ideas. Your competence and professionalism will be appreciated. The influence of the sun will also favorably affect your self-esteem. You will feel more attractive, confident, and worthy of success. This will affect your relationships with those around you, making you more sociable and approachable. Use this time to strengthen ties with loved ones, make new acquaintances, and expand your social circle. Try to make the most of this period of increased energy and self-confidence. Don't miss the opportunities that fate provides, and boldly pursue your goals. Remember that your determination and self-belief are the key to your success. But how can you most effectively channel this energy into concrete actions that bring tangible financial results? So, Virgos, let's summarize all the favorable opportunities that open up for you on June 16, 2025. The stars are aligning in a surprisingly promising picture, foreshadowing a significant financial upswing. The combination of planetary influences indicates that you are on the threshold of a period when your efforts will be rewarded, and luck will become your faithful companion. First of all, pay attention to your career. Your analytical insight and ability to clearly articulate your thoughts, enhanced by the favorable position of Mercury, create ideal conditions for career advancement. Don't miss the opportunity to demonstrate your professional skills and take responsibility for new projects. Your determination and self-confidence, supported by the energy of the sun, will help you achieve your goals and earn the recognition of your superiors. Venus, in turn, emphasizes the importance of partnerships and collaboration. Strengthening ties with colleagues and establishing contacts with influential people will open up new prospects for joint work and increased income. Don't hesitate to take the initiative and share your ideas. Your ability to find common ground with others will play a key role in achieving financial success. Jupiter, the planet of prosperity and abundance, points to the expansion of your financial horizons. You may expect a salary increase, profitable projects, or unexpected bonuses. However, it is important to remember sound financial management and avoid excessive risk. Create a clear financial plan, invest part of the funds in reliable assets, and do not give in to the temptation of gambling. Neptune and Uranus add an element of surprise and intuition to your financial life. Be open to new opportunities, listen to your inner voice, and don't be afraid to experiment. Perhaps you will receive a job offer that you have long dreamed of, or you will win the lottery. Finally, Pluto indicates the possibility of receiving an inheritance from distant relatives. This can be a pleasant surprise and open up new perspectives for investment and capital growth. However, it is important to approach this issue wisely and seek legal advice to properly manage the property received. Remember, Virgos, June 16, 2025, is your day. Believe in yourself, act decisively, and don't miss your chance for financial success. The stars are on your side, and everything is in your hands. But that's not all, because there are other factors that may affect your financial situation on this day.